What is going on, you guys? Richard Doyle coming back at you again today. Hope you guys are having a great and magnificent Thursday. It is Thursday, October 31st. Of course, it's Halloween, but nothing spooky about manifesting. Just sprinkling abundance and prosperity over here. And of course, trying to raise that collective consciousness as a whole. So I'm so thankful you could join me for today's video. And of course, what we're going to be talking about is we're going to be talking about rewarding yourself and how important it is. We've most certainly touched on creating goals for yourself, creating a winning mentality and a winning attitude toward life, and how to set up the rules of life, of this game we call life, to win every single day and create a subconscious thought and, more importantly, a feeling of consistent winning, right? So we've talked about that. But now, to build on that idea of consistent winning and creating habits and hitting your goals and doing things that are helping you reach that next rung of your development is going to be rewarding yourself, and how important that really truly is. And so there's many different ways you can reward yourself, and this is going to be strictly up to you. So I know what a lot of people do, especially in the weight training and bodybuilding stature of life. They reward themselves for doing things like healthy eating and going to the gym by having a cheat day, right? So that's a great way for them to reward themselves. It's a great way to kind of pat themselves on the back to say, hey, I'm doing great right now. I deserve to have this chocolate cake, or I deserve to have this McDonald's, or whatever their crutch is, right? So this happens in a lot of different aspects of life. And so you need to figure out how exactly you can reward yourself for the goals that you're hitting, for the habits that you're creating, and for the winning that you consistently do in life. And that can really be anything. But really, when it comes to rewarding yourself, what you want to keep in mind is you want to reward yourself with something that doesn't happen to you all the time, something that you're not going to take for granted. So the example I'll give you is, let's say that you're trying to save money, right? Because you're trying to pay off your debt. So what you decide to do is, after a month of hitting your goals, you decide, you know what, I'm going to go leave town for a day, and I'm going to go stay at that hotel, or I'm going to go eat at that nice restaurant that I've always wanted to eat at, right? You need to come up with something that is feeling rewarding to you and is helping you feel like you're accomplishing something, while also isn't something that you do very often. It's something that you see as a treat for yourself and as a reward for yourself. And so that's extremely important. And that can really be anything. Again, so if it's saving money, maybe you go out and treat yourself to a nice dinner, or you go buy yourself that thing you've always wanted. If you're a weight trainer, maybe you have that cheat meal, right? If you're reading books, maybe you go out and watch a movie. You go to the movies once a month, or whatever the case may be, because you've given up TV, right? So it's about rewarding yourself, because what that's going to do is that's going to embed that new habit and that new process in your subconscious mind and in your vibration. It embeds it, because now what you're doing is you're nurturing that neural pathway that you've been building over the past month, or however long it may be. You're now appreciating that habit that you've created for yourself, and you're cementing it. It's like giving a kid a treat as a reaffirmment for what they're doing. It's the exact same principle. You're treating yourself as a reaffirmment that you're doing something great. And what that does is it creates a feeling of appreciation inside you. It creates a feeling of I'm doing the right thing inside you, and it cements that neural pathway in your subconscious mind. And so that's why it's important that you have these reward systems in place for yourself, to make sure that when you are hitting goals and creating those habits and feeling great, that you go out and do something that's going to help cement that, right? And so it's extremely crucial to have these systems set up in your routine, and you don't want to do them all the time. Again, if you're going and creating a new habit, maybe every 30 days you go treat yourself. Or if you're going to the gym, maybe you go do that cheat meal once a week. Again, you have to set up the rules in your life so that you win. Only you can dictate that. So if it's, I just did this, I just read 10 pages the past 2 days. Now I'm going to go watch TV for a half an hour. That's awesome, but have a great feeling behind rewarding yourself, and don't make it a consistent thing, because when you make it a consistent thing of I'm going to reward myself every day, or I'm going to reward myself every 2 days, or whatever the case may be, what's going to happen is it's no longer going to feel like a reward, and you're just empowering that neural pathway of watching TV or having that cheat meal. So it's okay to keep them nice and close together as you first start this process of creation and creating habits, but then you want to spread it out more and more and more. So if you're reading 10 pages a day, maybe after the third day of reading 10 pages, fourth day you watch TV for a half an hour. Now you do that for 2 or 3 weeks consecutively, and then a month down the road, you're like, all right, I'm going to read 10 pages a day for the next week, and then I can watch TV for a half an hour. You want to spread that timeline out further to rewarding yourself, so it doesn't feel like I'm supposed to be doing this anyways. I don't feel anything when I'm rewarding myself. That accomplishes nothing. So you want to make sure that the reward system that, again, you set up is something that you don't do very often, and something that when you do it, it feels amazing to you, and it's something that felt to you like, wow, that's something that I never get to do. This feels amazing, right? That's the trick. That's the key. And that's why you do it, because again, you are embedding those neural pathways. You're cementing that new habit that you have. You're reaffirming all those habits and those daily successes that you're having, and you're creating the rules of your life so that you win. And on top of it, you're rewarding yourself. Who doesn't want that, right? So again, I want to thank you guys so much for the support on these videos that I've been getting. Of course, if you haven't at this point, subscribe. It's down there. Pretty sure it's down there. It's 100% down there. Also, bell notification down there as well. That'll notify you anytime new videos come up. Also helps with the YouTube algorithm. So if you can make sure you hit that bell notification, I appreciate it. Definitely give this video a thumbs up. Comment if there's any sort of videos you want to see in the future, or any topics you'd like to touch on in the future. And of course, if you haven't subscribed to the Facebook page, please do so. It's facebook.com/The Real Rick Doyle. We give sneak previews and teasers to what the video of the day is going to be for the next day. Of course, I'm doing videos 5 days a week. So if you want a snapshot of what the video for tomorrow is going to look like, make sure you go subscribe to the page on Facebook. Again, facebook.com/The Real Rick Doyle. And thank you so much for watching the video. Hope you guys have a tremendous Halloween, and peace.